Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. This is my y&ymission. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. Y&ymission teaches the 100% truth doctrine in this GMS. I just want to bring out this video about the TSA will start charging $45 for people without real IDs. And like we've been saying, the real ID is going to lead to the one of the roads that's going to lead to the Motb eventually. Okay, and this devil is ramping up quickly. Okay, so, and I'm just gonna bring out a few scriptures and that'll be it. All right, so I'm gonna play this. Okay, so you couldn't hear your voiceover. If you couldn't hear or couldn't read anything, I'm just gonna skim over it. Okay, airport security, okay, has been evolving starting in July 2025. Remember that, okay? Allow travelers keep their shoes on when passing through checkpoints. So they're just talking about some of the stuff that they rolled back. But it says as of February 1st, a new TSA policy may require you to pay a fee to get through security. Okay, this devil is trying to lock everything down. In November 2025, TSA revealed it would start requiring non-real ID travelers to pay an $18 fee to get through security at the airport. The administrator later increased the fees to $45. See, they're increasingly, gradually putting, releasing draconian laws, okay, and increasing the punishments and penalties for not following the laws, okay, in a short amount of time. Okay, this devil is changing the laws up quick. It was a time when you didn't have to worry about TSA checkpoints, none of this madness with fees, okay, scanning, body scanners, and all this stuff. For air travel, it was a time when you could just go to the airport, get dropped off, okay, but because they are losing power and control, they want to penalize the people, and they want to hold on to as much power and control as possible. Speaking federal government, Donald Trump, okay, the administrator later increased the fee to $45, effective February 1st, 2026. See, okay, so under the new rule, travelers without required identification such as real ID or passport will have their identity verified by TSA at security checkpoints. The fee will cover the cost and resources used to verify someone's identity. Okay, how to pay $45 TSA online before you see. So they just making this thing into a money grab. All right, real ID, permanent resident. Because if you don't have a real ID, here some of the backup IDs you go to. Okay, but this is all going to lead to ultimately the Motb. We already know that this devil is on some bullshit. Okay, so look, okay, Isaiah 19:4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. The Egyptians being, this is Egypt 2.0, Rome 2.0, Babylon 2.0. The Egyptians being you Americans, okay? All right, he would hand over to a cruel Lord, okay, and a fierce king shall rule over them, okay, and this fierce king, cruel Lord, this is happening under whose watch, okay? Who's the president right now? Donald Trump, okay? Neuro, okay? Reincarnated king shall rule over them, saith Yahushua, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, okay? All right, look. Daniel 7:25, and he shall give great words, he shall speak great words against the Most High. Okay, we know that this devil is particularly Trump, but the Edomites, Amalek, but particularly Trump. In this case, he is plugged in real hard with Amalek. Okay, Netanyahu, Bibi. Okay, and that's the head tribe that's pulling the strings in Babylon the Great and behind his presidency. And he shall speak great words against the Most High. Then this man said he's the king, okay? And he shall wear out the saints of the Most High, okay? The saints being you Israelites, okay? And if you turn on your YouTube or go to certain channels, everybody is worn out, especially the Israelites, okay? You so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're worn out with these jobs, unfair treatment, and of course ICE, okay, up your asses, okay? And he shall wear out the saints of the Most High and think to change times and laws, right? So like I said, it was a time when you didn't have to worry about this at the airports, all these checkpoints, madness, scrambling, body scans, fees and whatnot. You could just get dropped off in the airport, get a ticket, and hop on a flight, okay? And think to change times and laws. So those times have changed. Times have changed now for air travel and laws as well, okay? So he's putting fees on assigned seating on these airlines, or okay, he's putting fees just to enter the airport before you even get on a flight. Okay, you already spent $100, $200, $300, $400 on a plane ticket, okay, and now you have to pay more fees, okay, and they shall be given into his hands into a time and times and dividing of time. So times have changed, okay. This devil's basically coming down with great wrath because he know that he has a short time left, all right. So he's going to try to hold on to as much control and penalize you and increase fees and hurt your pockets, hit you in your pockets to try to maintain control over you, okay, you 2/3, you heathens, okay, over Babylon, okay, over America, okay, because things are getting out of his hands. So I just wanted to bring that out. Yahweh Shah is on the way, okay, and Yahweh is putting the pressure and squeeze on this man, and reaction to the squeeze, he's putting the squeeze on the people. Remember, shit rolls downhill, okay? So with that, I like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Radash. Shalom.